Welcome! Today, we're diving into the evolution of military weapons from 1900 to 2000. From machine guns to nuclear bombs, we'll explore how these innovations reshaped warfare in history. Let's get started. 1. The bolt-action rifle and the standardization of infantry weapons. At the start of the 20th century, the standard weapon for infantry soldiers was the bolt-action rifle. Although rifles like the Lee-Enfield, Mauser 98, and Springfield 1903 had already been developed in the late 19th century, they continued to play a dominant role in warfare into the 1900s. Bolt-action rifles were reliable and accurate, making them ideal for long-range combat. 2. Machine guns, revolutionizing the battlefield. The development of the machine gun marked a turning point in military technology during the 20th century. Early models like the Maxim gun, which was first used in 1884, were the first true machine guns capable of sustained fire. The Maxim gun fired up to 600 rounds per minute, offering a tremendous advantage over bolt-action rifles. 3. Tanks and armored warfare. Tanks were first introduced during World War I as a response to the deadlock of trench warfare. The British Mark I was the first tank to be used in combat in 1916. Initially slow and unreliable, it demonstrated the potential of armored vehicles on the battlefield. Tanks were designed to break through enemy lines and overcome obstacles such as barbed wire and trenches, which conventional infantry and artillery could not penetrate effectively. 4. Air power, the rise of aircraft in warfare. In the early 20th century, airplanes were initially used for reconnaissance, but their role quickly expanded to include combat and strategic bombing. During World War I, fighter aircraft like the Fokker Dogeye and the Sopwith Camel engaged in aerial dogfights, while bombers like the Handley Page O/400 conducted raids over enemy territory. 5. Submarines and naval warfare. Submarines played a critical role in naval warfare during the 20th century, especially during both world wars. The introduction of the modern submarine allowed for the stealthy attack of enemy ships, disrupting supply lines and causing significant damage to merchant fleets and naval forces. By the Cold War, nuclear-powered submarines emerged, including the U.S. Navy's nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, SSBNs, which could remain submerged for extended periods and carry nuclear weapons. The strategic role of submarines in nuclear deterrence during the Cold War highlighted their significance in maintaining global security. 6. Chemical and biological weapons. Chemical weapons, first used extensively during World War I, became one of the most feared weapons of mass destruction in the 20th century. The use of poison gases like chlorine, mustard gas, and phosgene caused devastating effects on soldiers, resulting in severe burns, blindness, and death. The horrors of chemical warfare led to international condemnation and the 1925 Geneva Protocol, which prohibited the use of chemical weapons. Biological weapons, such as anthrax and smallpox, were also explored during the 20th century, though their use in warfare was far more limited than chemical weapons. The 1972 Biological Weapons Convention sought to prohibit the development, production, and use of biological weapons. Despite this, the threat of chemical and biological weapons remains a significant concern today. 7. Nuclear weapons in the Cold War arms race. The development of nuclear weapons during World War II brought about a new era of military technology, as well as the possibility of global annihilation. The United States' use of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945 ended World War II, but also ushered in the nuclear age. These bombs had the power to wipe out entire cities, and their devastating impact led to an arms race between the United States and the Soviet Union during the Cold War. The subsequent development of the hydrogen bomb, which was exponentially more powerful than the atomic bomb, further escalated tensions between the two superpowers. The threat of nuclear war, especially during the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962, brought the world to the brink of global conflict. The concept of mutually assured destruction, MAD, came to define Cold War-era nuclear strategy, where both sides understood that the use of nuclear weapons would result in catastrophic retaliation. While nuclear weapons have not been used in combat since World War II, their presence has shaped international relations and military strategies throughout the 20th century. The spread of nuclear technology continues to be a source of global concern. 8. The development of precision-guided munitions. In the latter half of the 20th century, the development of precision-guided munitions, PGMs, revolutionized the way wars were fought. PGMs, often referred to as smart bombs, are weapons that can be guided to their target with high accuracy, minimizing collateral damage and improving the effectiveness of airstrikes. The Gulf War in 1991 marked the first major conflict in which PGMs were used on a large scale. U.S. forces used precision-guided bombs to destroy key infrastructure targets with minimal civilian casualties. These advancements in missile guidance technology, including GPS and laser targeting systems, made airstrikes and artillery bombardments far more accurate and devastating. As technology continued to improve, PGMs became integral to modern warfare, allowing for targeted strikes on enemy installations, weapons caches, and key military figures. The development of drone technology further enhanced the use of precision strikes without putting human soldiers at risk. 9. The rise of unmanned aerial vehicles. Unmanned aerial vehicles, or drones, began to play a significant role in military operations during the latter half of the 20th century. Initially used for reconnaissance, UAVs were soon adapted for combat roles, such as surveillance and targeted strikes. Drones offered a new level of operational flexibility, allowing military forces to monitor and engage targets without putting human pilots in harm's way. The U.S. military pioneered the development of combat drones, with the MQ-1 Predator becoming a symbol of modern warfare. Armed with missiles, drones like the Predator and later models, such as the MQ-9 Reaper, were used extensively in the War on Terror to eliminate high-value targets and provide real-time intelligence. Drones have transformed the way warfare is conducted, enabling strikes to be carried out remotely, with precise targeting and minimal risk to personnel. The increasing use of UAVs marks a major shift in the future of military weaponry, raising ethical and strategic questions about the role of autonomous weapons in future conflicts. 10. The future of military technology. As the 20th century came to an end, the future of military weapons looked increasingly toward technological advancements such as cyber warfare, artificial intelligence, and energy-based weapons. The rise of cyber capabilities allowed nations to conduct digital espionage, hack enemy systems, and disrupt critical infrastructure without a single shot being fired. Additionally, the development of hypersonic weapons, which travel at speeds greater than 5 times the speed of sound, could revolutionize global military strategies by making it more difficult to intercept missiles. Advanced AI is also expected to play a central role in military operations, from autonomous drones to battlefield decision-making. As military technology continues to evolve, the ethical, legal, and strategic implications of these innovations will be crucial in shaping future conflicts. The arms race of the 21st century may look vastly different from the Cold War, but will still be defined by the same drive for technological superiority. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more. See you next time.